Hey guys, this is probably the first and the very last video from Greenlight Collectibles Hong Kong. So the reason we are producing these videos for you guys is to introduce you to the 1/18 scale Greenlight Collectibles. They are not very expensive, but they give you all the details. So today I brought to you these two vehicles. One is from Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the Ford LTD, and another one is from the A-Team from the Hollywood series. So maybe I will talk about the Ford, which is also underneath the umbrella of Artisan collection. And then we'll go to the A-Team, okay? In Greenlight Collectibles, you always see 1/18 scales that will come with paper boxes and also styrofoam box. So from styrofoam box, when you use a cutter to cut open the styrofoam box, you always see a sheet of paper, just like a parchment paper, like a bakery kind of paper that you use in cooking. It is actually to isolate all the humidity from, really corrupting the model itself. So you better keep it. It is for better condition and storage. In other models, maybe you will see, tissue paper and stuff. So back to the model. The fact that it's underneath the Artisan collection, meaning that these cars has a lot of details and stuff. And usually in Artisan collection, you cannot open some of the parts, the hood or maybe the doors. But this one is very different. You can open both doors and also the tailgate, which I will show you in just a bit. I have to confess that I didn't watch the movie, so I cannot really give you all the context of the series, but I will just introduce these amazing vehicles to you by just the appearance and also what the interior looks like. I like the color. I like how the livery is done, which is very smooth, and at the same time, because the whole model is in a weathered version, you can tell from maybe the windshield, the windows from other parts of the car, it is all very sandy. You hear the sound? So it really replicates what's in real life the car will be. And up from the top, you see all the rusty spots. So I guess this car is on a mission and is constantly in a desert or something. And even the hood is weathered with sand and stuff like that, and sometimes mud, and which makes the bumper very yellowy. And also the headlight, very yellowy. And I like the plate. And the plate can also be seen from the tailgate. Tailgate, there is another plate, and it's openable, like I mentioned. But in Greenlight Collectibles, you don't really rely on the handle to open all the models because the handle is very fragile. So I will use my nail to, you see the crack here? It is actually for you to open the tailgate. Voila, so just like this, very easy peasy. Then you open the tailgates like this. I like how this piece of plastic of window is not attaching to any door frame. And it's really, really amazingly done. And inside you see the interior handle, which is a very, very great detail to mind. And inside you see how spacious the interior is for the Ford model here. So just imagine you can put other models inside, or maybe, the 164 kind of accessories inside. Just pretend you're having fun with models and you owned it, which is amazing. And here, let me show you how these two doors are openable as well. So ta-da! Again, I don't use the handle to open any doors because it is often very fragile. So after opening the doors, you can see the interior. So have a close look at the inside. So you see the dashboard, you see the steering wheel, you see also the seat, the front seat. The front seat, if you touch it, it is actually in a different kind of plastic with some, carving with all the lines that you will see in usual car seats. So the whole model from afar is made of metal. It is actually die cast, but most of the parts are in plastic, even though this roof rack, which I have to give credits to the coloring from Greenlight. I really like the fender liner, and I like the wheels. And the fact that it's movable, just like it's 164 models, you can really have fun with it. You can play with it with your kids. And this whole model is 600 Hong Kong dollars-ish. So it's not very expensive. And at the same time, it gives you all the details you need. It is movable. So I really, really like this model. And if you're a fan of Terminator 2, this is a must-have for you. So I'll put this aside. Okay, we'll talk about another one, the Vandura from the A-Team. This one is also cost about 600-ish Hong Kong dollars, which is very cheap, I would say, for a model as big as this one and as detail-oriented as this one. This one apparently is heavier than the Ford that we just introduced to you because it is a van. And inside, there are a lot of details that are really replicating the whole, the Vandura from A-Team, from the original movie. So I will show you in just a bit. But first of all, let's appreciate how the exterior is. You see the bullet holes from the A-Team. If you're a big fan of A-Team, you know what I'm talking about, the bullet holes. How significant it is, how cool it is to have, bullet holes on vehicles like this. And this one is very movable as well. Okay, even the wheels are weathered. I really like the sandy kind of texture that gives to my fingers, even though it's kind of weird. It's a funny feeling. And you see the rusty on the hood. The headlights being here, and don't forget the roof headlights from here. They are weathered, so you don't really see the glass going on, but they're like transparent plastic, which is really cool. And I like the wipers. Okay, and as I mentioned before, it's from Hollywood series, and Hollywood series. It is really capturing the whole, the real car kind of spirit. And these two doors, the right and left, are openable. I like the Vandura because the steering wheel is really doing what it is, the steering. The wheels are changing its direction. So this function is different from the Ford one because the Ford one is more like a decorative kind of model, but this Vandura, it has this really steering wheel, like doing all the stuff. And also the interior is more complicated and delicate. Of course, you see the dashboard, you see the interior, and also the pedal. The pedals are being there, despite being not really having any function, but it's a really nice detail. So what differentiates a van from other vehicles is of course the sliding door. And this replicates a real sliding door. Okay, once you push it up and you slide it to the right. Voila! So the interior is amazing. Again, you see the seat right here. Again, different type of plastic is softer and all the engraving lines, I really like that. And if you have a closer look, which I cannot really show you from here, inside there is a lab. There is what they're doing in the movie. In this case, I highly recommend you to screw up some nails from underneath and really have a good look at the interior because those details are worth having a watch. But this Vandura is, the tailgates cannot be opened. So this is the whole model. And again, in comparison, this is heavier and, with similar price. So if you're really a big fan of A-Team, I would highly recommend this weathered version of the Vandura. So these two amazing models still can be found in Hong Kong, despite the fact that we're not doing any pre-order anymore. Please visit TINY Retail in Tai Po. You can purchase this in a much lower price. It is on sale with 40% off, so you can really take these bad boys home with a much cheaper price. So that's it from Greenlight Collectibles Hong Kong. Enjoy collecting your cars.